Hello and welcome back to TG13. Today we're going to talk about Madden 23, the deep dive into FieldSense, the new gameplay features in this year's upcoming game. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. I will be doing content on Madden, the NFL, and fantasy football. So if you're into that kind of thing, go ahead and, like I said, like and subscribe. Go ahead and leave a comment on the last video on your wish list for Madden 23 franchise mode. I talked about some of mine, being able to move teams to other locations than just the preset, 10, 12 places, and different uniforms, different things you can do to the stadium, kind of like what you saw on MLB The Show last year. So yeah, go ahead and leave a comment. And like I said, today we're going to talk about FieldSense. Now, I don't know too much about this. Everything you want to know about FieldSense, this is on their website on EA. Welcome to Madden 23 Gridiron Notes, where you can find the latest and greatest information on Madden NFL 23 all season long. Today we're excited to share everything you need to know about FieldSense. The FieldSense, I have a list if you guys haven't heard that, but yes, it's very annoying. The FieldSense gameplay system is only available on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS versions. Doesn't look like it's going to be on computer. They left you guys out in the cold again. It's not going to be on Xbox One. It's not going to be on the PS4. So if you're going to want this, you're going to need to go out and buy a new system. And I said in my last video, depending on what they do, the more info that comes out, I may or may not have to go out and buy a new system just so I can make streaming content. So yeah, something I'm thinking about, but again, it won't be on Xbox One, won't be on PS4, and it doesn't look like it's going to be on the computer. So, yay. All right. What is FieldSense? It is a foundation for consistent, ultra-realistic gameplay that gives you more control at every position and affects every game mode in Madden NFL 23. Fueled by new physics-informed animation, more animation, and animation branching technology, FieldSense makes gameplay more authentic, bringing in more variety and realistic physics-driven outcomes. FieldSense comes to life in Madden 23 in four major ways. Hit everything, skill-based passing, 360 cuts, and wide receiver DB battles. I do like this because how many times, if you're playing online, I do a lot of online franchises. If you're playing online, they do 4 verts, run around with Lamar Jackson. It used to happen in one of mine. The guy would bring the tight end over, bring Mark Andrews over across the middle, and I'm trying to think, would he have Hollywood? He'd have Hollywood just run a streak to the end zone, and he'd run around, and obviously my safety wouldn't go back far enough, and he'd be wide open. So yeah, we're starting on the defensive side of the ball with hit everything. Hit everything. We've heard from you that at times tackles and collisions between players in Madden NFL gameplay felt predetermined. You think? It's ridiculous, leading to immersion-breaking moments and lack of total control. We built hit everything with a focus on. I grew up in Missouri. I don't know how to talk like that. Alleviating. Got it. Woohoo! Went from Missouri to Florida. Those feelings. Hit everything is comprised of 6 key components that offer emergent gameplay interactions, combined with over 3,500 new animations. That's crazy. 3,500 new animations. Seriously? To give you the control over every impact, tackle, and collision for more authentic outcomes. I should narrate books. All right, go ahead and look at these pictures. Okay. Components of Hit Everything. Hit the Pile. Hit the Pile is a physics-informed animation selection system built to give players more dynamic animations in multiplayer tackle situations. In every collision with Hit the Pile, Key physical factors, such as the player involved in the pile and the impact being brought to the pile, and are used to determine the proper outcome from a variety of possible outcomes. Okay. Gang tackles in Madden NFL 23 will be more organic and unpredictable in how they look and behave, but also will offer players more control to impact the pile throughout the play. The new system will allow defensive players to seamlessly add on to ongoing tackle interactions at any point. Whether they be two-man tackles or gang tackles, Hit the Pile aims to consistently reward defenders for the impact they bring to every pile by allowing players the opportunity to always get involved in those game-changing stops. Okay, so if I have, like Derrick Henry running up the middle, I have Josh Allen trying to bring him down. Derrick Henry's a big man, and he's just a big guy. And Josh Allen trying to get him down, that helps. You bring Trevor Walker over, helps him finish. So I like that. I mean, we kind of saw that last year, but yeah, that definitely helps. Stand-up tackles. Not only is the outcome of the tackle in question, but the ball carrier also has a higher chance of fumbling while being stood up. So when extra defenders add onto the pile, they can lay a hit stick. That I do like. Lay a hit stick or strip the ball out to cause a turnover. Because how many times when you go to tackle somebody and they do the little stand-up thing, somebody comes in and just knocks them out. Ball fumbles. I like that. On the offensive side, players can hold the protect button to reduce the chance of a fumble while giving up the ability to break the tackle. That's good. So last resort, ball carriers can even give themselves up at any time and concede the stand-up tackle to completely negate their fumble chances. Okay, I do like that. Makes it more authentic. You do see that a lot in the NFL. So I do like that. The size of the ball carrier, defender, and rating of the players in the stand-up tackle all factor into who will have the best chance to win these interactions. Those big bruising running backs will have a much easier time winning against smaller defensive backs, which is good because how many times, Derrick Henry is not one to pick from, but Leonard Fournette run on the outside and he's got a little 5'9", 5'10" corner with 160 pounds and just lays him out. I do like that. While a linebacker is more likely to win against smaller receiver backs. Okay. Hit blocks. Not only can you interact in different ways with ongoing tackles, but you can do the same with ongoing blocking interactions too. When in range of a blocking interaction as a defender, the hit stick can be used to run into a block to blow it up with force to create a pile, get through traffic. So can you do that with one of my biggest gripes with I wonder if you can do that on offense. With Madden, and you go to YouTube right now and just look up Madden blocking, and so many times the guard will just totally run by a linebacker and either go hit a safety that's not even close to the play or just keep running. I mean, it's unbelievable. He doesn't even try to pick him up, doesn't try to put an arm out. He just runs right by him. Mid-air knockouts. Over the last 2 years, you've seen a significant shift in interaction at the catch point. In Madden 21, the interceptions were primarily multiplayer catches that had two players both playing the ball inside of a single interaction, which we all hated because somehow that corner got the ball, or that safety got the ball over, like a Devontae Adams. That's ridiculous. In Madden 22, there were far more matchups consisting of single-player animations that were independent of each other to offer more control. It's debatable. In Madden NFL 23, FieldSENSE has unlocked the best of both worlds to create a dynamic interaction called mid-airs that both creates authentic interactions but also gives players the control they desire in those critical catching moments. Players will experience this control in how they attempt to break up passes, and each choice leads in different risks and rewards, as well as the actual animation to play out. When going for the interception, you'll see that all new catch contests that come with a chance of. I've got to quit following myself. Let's try this again. When going for the interception, you'll see all new catch contests that come with a chance for the receiver to break the tackle. If you want to play it a bit more conservatively and go with a swat attempt, the defender will try to rip the ball out of the receiver's hands while both players are in the air. We saw that in the reveal trailer, with a lower chance to break the tackle. And lastly, if you want to simply secure the tackle, choosing play receiver or Hitstick will make the defender not play the ball, but attack the receiver instead, with a low chance of knocking the ball out when compared to using SWAT. That's different. I do like that. So many animations. But I do like that. If you try to go for the ball, there's a good chance that the wide receiver will catch it, score a touchdown, and go for massive yards. If you just play the receiver, he's going to catch the ball, but he's not going to go anywhere. Okay, I like that. That helps definitely online. How do you want to play it? Are you down? Are you up? Is it a close game? It might be coming down to the last minute. You need a touchdown. Your defender or your opposing team has the ball. Are you going for that? Just trying to, tackle him, just trying to keep him from getting a first down, or are you trying to go for the interception, hoping he doesn't score a touchdown? So that's different. I do like that. Add-on blocks. Hit everything is being used on offense as well. This is what I was just talking about with new add-on blocks. This is primarily for the running backs and tight ends as they try to navigate through the traffic of the line to run the route or on block and release routes. Our animation branching technology seriously. It's 2022. It's not a new technology. Now allow these players to add on to. Then they easily leave ongoing blocking interactions with the proper momentum and result rather than getting stuck behind piles of blockers. Yes, because that would happen to me, and it happened in one of my videos. It happens all the time, especially on screen passes. They just get stuck like behind the guard and the tackle. In addition to running backs and tight ends, any blocker will have the ability to execute these new chip blocks based on game context, such as having a blocking interaction in the path of their blocking target. I'm glad they're doing something to the blocking, because it's ridiculous. Branching in physics tech. Any collision... Come on, guys. It's not new technology. It's 2022. New technology would be this game in VR mode already with the graphics and everything. Any collision on the field will now lean on our FieldSENSE system to determine if they should branch to a stumble or fall, both during the play and after the play is over. For example, if a defender misses a tackle attempt, that player can take out a teammate by tripping him. Or hitting a ball carrier at a bad angle can force him into a stumble or out of... Okay. You can even knock a teammate off on an ongoing tackle. Nice. So if you just dive at a player and you miss, the guy's not just gonna keep going. You could knock him down. That's cool. I do like this. Xbox One, it's not looking too good for you. This system will produce more organic, dynamic moments that are reactive to the action on the field, making gameplay less predictable while also offering more control. We're very excited for players to get their hands on Madden 23 and experience hit everything. That's not everything that FieldSense delivers. It brings new passing mechanics. Skill-based passing. We continue to marvel at the jaw-dropping throws quarterbacks make every week in the NFL. We're bringing those moments to life in Madden 23 with our new passing mechanics, skill-based passing. Yeah, a little sexy Joe Burrow. I do like the graphics. I know it's the first beta hasn't even happened yet, but that's light years above Xbox One. Skill-based passing is designed to give you even more control every over every pass you throw by combining a new passing meter to dictate your power and trajectory. Kind of reminds me of 2K when they're like the shooting meter. Huh. That would be different. Kind of reminds me of I forgot what Madden it was, but it had like the quarterback glance, and you went across the field. Let's say you looked over at B, but you threw it to A, it'd be off. You can still catch it, but it'd be off. Kind of what it reminds me of. Okay, dictate your power and trajectory on pass and new control for pinpoint precision. With skill-based passing, you can now lead receivers open. Good, I do like that. And place the ball where only they can get it. That's good. Because you have, like Jacksonville, for instance, they don't have the best wide receivers. And it's hard for them to get open, to run in a quick slant, if they're running a curl. You know, they go 10 yards, and they stop on a dime, and they come back, and you got a defender right here. You could throw that ball low and away where they're the only ones to catch it. I like that. You'll have the ability to make comeback or back shoulder throws, place it into the perfect spot on a corner route, hit your receivers for an end zone fade. That's a huge one, the end zone fade. Because that play has been obsolete since they put it into the game. You can't do it. Or drop it over the defense on a streak. Skill-based passing will open up your offense in a whole new way. In a whole new way. Sorry. How skill-based passing works. The basics. Your basic. We designed skill-based passing to be intuitive, with both the control scheme and the visual feedback you receive when using the mechanic. To use skill-based passing, press any receiver icon to throw the ball, and then use the left stick to aim your pass to lead the receiver. Okay, so you got to really know your routes. I like that. More of a football knowledge to the game instead of just, thinking where he's going to be. You actually have to look at your play and know the routes. Skill-based passing can be used intuitively post-snap to throw the ball however you want to whoever you want. It's that simple. However, there's multiple layers to what skill-based passing offers, and we'll start with the first thing you'll notice when using it, the target area and target reticle. Visual feedback is a key element of skill-based passing, ensuring players get the feedback needed to build their skills and achieve full control. When you go throw the ball to a receiver, you'll notice the target area underneath them. This target area represents two things, where you can aim your pass when using the left stick and the area the receiver can guarantee a catch attempt. Keep in mind that the target area can vary in size depending on the route of the receiver and depth of the pass. Within the target area, you'll see a new reticle so you can get the visual feedback for where you're trying to lead the receiver. You'll be able to move the reticle via the left stick. By default, the reticle will snap to the edge of the target area in the direction of your left stick input. For more advanced players, Freeform Passing. Freeform passing is another layer of control you can master as you become your favorite NFL quarterback. Freeform passing gives you the ability to pinpoint your throw to a receiver both within and outside of a target area. So I wonder, not so good quarterbacks versus good quarterbacks, or even just young quarterbacks. I'm going to use Trevor Lawrence versus Patrick Mahomes here for a second. I got to think that Patrick Mahomes' area is going to be larger because he's shown that he can make those passes. Whereas Trevor Lawrence, his little area is going to be a lot smaller on where he can throw. It's the only thing I can think of. A huge factor in unlocking Freeform was capturing new catch animations to better pair with the throws real-life quarterbacks make. You hold all this stuff. You'll also be able to target the sidelines and corners of the end zone much easier with Freeform to enable our new fade catch animation. How broken is that thing going to be whenever the game first comes out? Everyone's going to be doing the fade route. With Freeform being activated with LT-L2, we have removed the low ball pass from skill-based passing. However, you'll be able to throw a lower trajectory pass by holding down LT-L2 and moving the left stick down to have the receiver make a catch closer to the ground. Okay, pretty much the same thing. We built 2 new passing meters you can use for skill-based passing. Power meter. The first meter focuses on you determining the power of your pass. The power meter will help you visualize what type of pass you're throwing depending on when you let go of the receiver icon. Release the receiver icon early to lob it. Releases. That's what they do now. Yeah, you don't have a meter, but if you want to lob it, you just tap it. If you want to throw a bullet pass, you hold on to it. That's literally already in the game. The meter accuracy meter. The meter offers you the ability to influence not only the power on the pass, but your accuracy as well. The meter is activated by selecting placement and accuracy as a passing type under the ball. So you kind of already do that. Like I can already lead a receiver. They're just calling it something else and then putting a meter there. You didn't have the meter before. It's literally the same thing, but with a meter. Okay. The accuracy field on the meter can become more difficult to time and shrink when facing pressure. Trying to throw on the run or trying to create your quarterback's accuracy rating and superstar X Factor abilities also scale. Alright, so this thing they've already done. It's already in the game. They're just calling it something else and putting a meter there. Huh. We made sure to offer you total control and customization with skill-based passing under game options found in the settings menu. Passing type. You'll be able to select between the power lead and accuracy or power lead mechanic to use your skill-based passing. While we really encourage players to take advantage of the new skill-based passing, you select the classic passing slowdown. We've added an offline-only slowdown feature for skill-based passing. When beginning your throw, the game will slow down. Oh, thank God that's only offline. That would be horrible. When beginning your throw, the game will slow down so you can have more time to place the ball. I just want you guys to read that for a second. We'll also allow you to tune the speed at which the slowdown occurs so you can find the setting that best works for you. Literally slow it down to nothing. And then throw the ball. That's fine. I mean, it's going to take some practice, I guess, for people that don't play the game. I don't like this. Not that. I don't like this. It's the same thing. Passing freeform max distance. You have the option to select the maximum distance you want to pass lead outside the target area when using freeform. This setting ranges from keeping your reticle just outside the target area for safer pass leads to allowing to pass lead the ball anywhere on the field. Passing freeform speed. This setting will allow you to tune how fast you want your reticle to move. We recommend hopping into practice. Yeah. Reticle visibility allow you to turn off on the visuals when leading a pass. Allows you to turn off the visuals from passing meter. Alright, so now we're on to 360 cuts. Gives players precise control to trigger hard cuts at any point while running with the ball. Previously, players could only rely on their left stick to input between hard cuts or rounded turns. In Madden 23, you now have the control to cut when and where you want so your ball carrier can find the lanes as you see them. Hold LT, L2 when running the ball while changing direction on the left stick to execute the 360 cut mechanic. You'll be able to easily cut a run back, cut off a blocker's back to hit the lane, or make a cut into a tight gap, whether you're running back, quarterback, receiver, or a returner. So, wasn't there an animation for that last year, or kind of just did it for you? This is what I'm interested in. Wide receiver DB battles. Our last set of gameplay mechanics, FieldSense delivers a branching wide receiver release and cut defensive back presses and counters, and an all-new defensive evade mechanic. These mechanics are available in every game mode, but have been created specifically with player-locked modes like Face of the Franchise, the League and Squads, and Superstar KO, and Madden Ultimate Team. Played it, never played it. Never played it. New footfire and hop step release moves are chainable, so you can get defenders off balance to beat the press coverage. Just holding LT-L2 will start a footfire with your receiver, so you can set up an opposing defender with your next move. The footfire setup move can be interrupted at any time by transitioning to a hop release or moving the left stick to break into space. Flick the right stick, RS, in 5 different directions: 90-degree left, 45-degree left, forward up on the RS, 45-degree right, 90-degree right. Allows the receiver to hop from his initial stance. These moves are also chainable, so players could flick 90 degrees to the left and follow that up with a flick 45 degrees to the right to try to get the defender off center. So you have to be using the wide receiver. Yeah, this doesn't really have anything to do with franchise. Okay. I mean, I guess if you play all the other game modes, that might be cool. Wide receiver, I like to see what the computer does by itself. Get total control of new cut moves to fake out defenders in main coverage. A defender and yeah. So it's only in locked modes. Okay. Well, that sucks. As a franchise player, that sucks. Okay. Defensive backs still have the ability to press and steer a receiver left or right, jam the receiver, stay on top of a receiver like in previous years, but in Madden 23, the cornerback mechanics are more dynamic and reactionary. Instead of a paper, rock, scissors concept, because of our branching technology, defenders can start a press in one direction, but see that the receiver is moving the other way, you can quickly branch within a rating-based timing window. These mechanics are done by holding A, see right there. No computer, no Xbox One, no PS4. Evade moves give defenders another tool that helps them get around blockers in open field, creating parity with ball carriers. Defenders can flick the right stick left or right to sidestep or avoid oncoming blockers or blocking interactions that are in their pursuit path to the ball carrier. If you hold RT-R2 and flick to the right or left, you'll cover more ground in your sidestep. This mechanic gives you the control to anticipate an oncoming blocker and avoid them altogether. If timed right, rather than waiting to get engaged, you'll shred the block and attempt to tackle. Okay. Closed beta details. Let's see what we got here. Today, we'll be giving you all the details on Madden 23 closed beta. So if you have it now, you can play now, head-to-head ranked. Coming soon, Face of the Franchise, the Yards, Superstar KO, Franchise Mode, Squad Multiplayer, rules about the Madden. Oh, yeah. How to download the Madden beta. Yeah, so guys, don't record. I know some of you have. It's really cool. I like it. But don't. Do as I say, not as I do. No issues with gameplay. Here we go. Here's what we have so far. Mid-air collisions at the catch point not triggering frequently enough. Man coverage defenders frequently play fake-out animations when covering curl and comeback routes. Halfback slip screen does not work appropriately due to the running back delay being too long. That's what I was talking about earlier. Aggressive catch mechanic doesn't respect player input in specific situations. Player rating impact to skill-based passing is not final. Skill-based passing reticle snaps back when the user releases LT, so the user is unable to place it and leave it. That's a big one. Underneath zone defenders are breaking too quickly on intermediate and deep routes. Pass rush, non-engaged super win animations are triggering too frequently on All Pro and All Madden. Sometimes catches do not sync up appropriately when thrown to tight ends on flat routes. Yeah, that might be a problem. Defenders in play ball situations sometimes obstruct the receiver from getting to the ball and do not make the play on the ball. Running backs sometimes get caught up in the line when going out on a route and do not play an avoidance or chip block animation. Okay, so that's that. Let's see what else we got. If you want to pre-order, release dates: pre-order Madden NFL 23 now through August 18th. EA Play Early, August 16th, 3-day early access, all Madden edition. August 16th. Worldwide launch, August 19th. Platform availability. Okay, yeah, PlayStation 5, PlayStation. Oh, yeah. So it's coming out on these, but you won't get the updated information or the updated FieldSENSE. So there's your PC. So, yeah, looks like PC's out. All right. Well, there's FieldSENSE for you. So again, if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. And again, talk some Madden, talk some NFL, talk some fantasy football. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. What do you guys think about the FieldSENSE? I do like it. So again, I only play franchise. I don't play any of the other stuff. I might have to now that I'm streaming more. But yeah, I just play Madden as of now, and the passing thing we've already done. They're just calling it something else and adding a meter, but everything else is the same. The DB's wide receiver thing won't really work for me unless I'm playing the superstar KO mode or MUT, and which I didn't even know in MUT you could lock onto a player. I mean, I know you can, and all the stuff, like you can do it in franchise and stuff. I just don't do it. So yeah, I don't know, man. Just don't know. I had to see some more content. All right, so I'm gonna get off of here. Again, thank you for stopping by. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Watch my last video. We talked about franchise mode, and you guys have a good day.